Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I hope you're all doing really well. If you are new here, my name is Philippa and I am currently pregnant with my second baby. If you don't know already or follow me over on Instagram, I have a nearly 7-year-old son who is called Noah, and we are currently pregnant with a baby girl. Now I know in the last video that I'd put out, we didn't know the gender because I was still in the first trimester. We had an early scan at 16 weeks and found out that we were having a girl. We did the whole canon thing with my side of the family because my family live far away from where we are at the moment. So we travelled down there and we did a big gender reveal as a surprise, and we told everybody, and we found out for ourselves that we were having a baby girl. So I was very shocked, to say the least. I still haven't quite got over the fact that we're having a little girl. I was convinced from the minute I found out I was pregnant that it was going to be a boy, and I was wrong. So yeah, we're having a little girl. I wanted to film this video before we found out the gender, so I could be completely impartial. So I had a massive list of boys' names and a massive list of girls' names, and I filmed it all and found out when I came to edit it that it hadn't recorded. My camera had crashed and died and I hadn't noticed. I got like the first 5 minutes of the video and I chatted for like 35 minutes. So that's not going to happen today. We're going to stay positive and I'm going to get this video filmed. So this is just going to be a list of, kind of a condensed list of the 10 girl names that we might be using. We have narrowed it down to 10. We have decided between me and my husband that we're going to go into the hospital with a really condensed list of baby girl names that we both love, and we're just going to pick when she's here. Sorry, I'm really out of breath as well. I'm very, I don't know if you can see, but I'm very large, so I can't breathe. I'm currently just going into my 3rd trimester. I'm 27 weeks pregnant, so the time is coming to kind of get everything organised. So I am in full-on baby mode. As you can see, I've started buying things. We have like a room is coming together. I've got like all my breastfeeding stuff set up. So yeah, things are getting really real. So I wanted to sit down and film this video today and just kind of put it out there that these are the names, the kind of names that we love. I'm not going to go into too much detail with every name, but I wanted to read off what we have. So I have a list on my phone of the names that we love, and I will just give like a brief description of why we like these names as I go through. So just a quick backstory. My name is Philippa, as you know, and my entire life people have not known what to call me. So I get Pip, I get Pippa, I get Philippa, I get Phil, I get all sorts. So I like names for my children that are relatively short, or that can't be shortened. So they go by the name and that is it. So Noah is Noah and that doesn't get shortened, and this baby will also have kind of a shorter name that you can't really make a nickname out of. Not that there's anything wrong with nicknames, it's just my personal preference. Like, I don't want people in the position that they have been in my life where they're like, sorry, what is it that you like to be called? I'm like, just call me what you want. Just call me Philippa, call me Pip, I really don't mind. I go by Pip a lot of the time, but I always introduce myself as Philippa because that is my name. So let's just start at the top. So the first name that we like is Robin. Now Robin is a really personal name to me because my granddad passed away the year that we conceived Noah, so it'll be coming up to 8 years that he has been passed, and a lot, I mean, I don't know if you've heard this, but a lot of people say that when you see a robin in your garden, it means that your loved one is near, and your past loved one is near. So that's why the name Robin is really important to me. I have a robin tattoo in memory of my granddad, and I've always really liked the name Robin. I like it for a girl and I like it for a boy. If we were to choose it for baby girl, we would spell it with a Y rather than an I, so it would be R-O-B-Y-N. Just out of personal preference. She will also have a middle name, which is a family name on my husband's side, that's already been decided, but I'm not going to share that at the moment. Maybe once she's born we will. The second name that we like is Effie. I really like Effie. I'd never heard it before until there's a girl I follow on Instagram who has 3 children, and her youngest is called Effie. I think it's her youngest anyway, and I absolutely adore that name, so I put it forward to my husband and he really liked it as well. So that is on our short list. The third name that we like is Carrie. Again, I really like Carrie. I don't know if it's short for anything. I don't think it's short for anything, but obviously you have Carrie from Sex and the City, and that was the first time I'd ever heard the name. I'm not a massive Sex and the City fan at all. It's not my kind of thing, but I know a lot of people associate the name Carrie with that programme, but I actually just really, really love the name. Next name that we have is Rhea. I like the name Rhea, but it kind of reminds me of a nickname for Rihanna, like Riri, that kind of thing, which I don't like. I just like the name Rhea. I like the way it looks like when it's written down, but I don't think we will use it because it reminds me of Rihanna. And I put it forward to a family member, and we just kind of said it in conversation, and she was like, what, like diarrhea? And now all I think of is diarrhea when I think of that name. So I don't think we'll be using that one, but you never know. The next name that we like is Cora. Now my husband actually came up with this one. He put it forward to me one day and I was like, oh my gosh, I really, really like that name. So that's made our list. I actually really, really like the name. I like the way it looks when it's written down. It's short, it can't be given any nicknames. It's relatively short in itself, and I like the way it looks when it's written down. So yeah, Cora is on our list. The next name that we have is Hope. I love the name Hope. One of my favourite bands is Shinedown. I don't know if anybody's heard of them. They're like an American rock band. But they have recently released a song called Hope, and it just made me fall in love with the name even more. We had it on the list before then, but hearing that song with that title, oh, it's just a beautiful song, and it's a lovely name as well, so that's made our list as well. The next name that we like is Maeve. I really like Maeve. It's quite unusual. I don't know anybody else that's called Maeve. I just came across it one day when I was doing looking through baby name lists online, as you do when you're pregnant, and I fell in love with it. I really, really like it. I would say that's kind of like one of my top 3. So this baby could be called Maeve. The next name that we have is Erin. I absolutely adore Erin. I really, really love it. I think it's a nice girl's name that's not too girly. Like, it's not like an Elsa or an Ella, which are also lovely names, but just personally something that I would never choose. So Erin is like a feminine name but without being too girly, and I can see the name Erin as a baby, and then Erin as a teenager, and Erin as, you know, an adult. So that's really important when you're picking a name. Obviously it's got to carry them through for the rest of their life. You don't want to be giving your baby like a really childish name and it not suiting them when they're older. I don't think that would happen. I think kind of everybody just grows into their names regardless of their age, but it's just something to consider, isn't it, really? The next name we have on our list is Ember. I think this is a lovely name. It's unusual. I don't know anybody else called Ember, other than a wrestler that my son liked, because my husband and my son are really into wrestling, and one of the wrestlers on there was called Ember, and I actually really like the name for a wrestler or for my daughter. But yeah, it's just a lovely name. I thought it was quite unusual. It's not something that you see every day, and it's just kind of a slightly different name, and I can't really think of any nicknames that would come with Ember. So again, it kind of ticks that box of it not being a long name that can be shortened, that sort of thing. And the last name that we have on the list is Wren. Now, I know this is a bit out there. My husband doesn't like this name. I like it. I suggested it to my best friend when we met up recently. I said that, you know, this was a name that we really liked, and the first words out of her mouth were, what, like Wren Kitchens? And now that, again, that's all I think of when I think of the name Wren. It didn't even click in my mind that there was a kitchen company called Wren Kitchens. I just love the name. I love the way it looks written down. I like that it's short and it can't be shortened to anything else. But again, I possibly won't use that name because of the whole Wren Kitchen thing. And that is it. That is all of the names that we are considering. So I hope from this video you can kind of get an idea of the names that we like. And I hope it's given you some inspiration for if you're having a baby girl. As I said, I am just going into my 3rd trimester, which is quite terrifying, but I'm 27 weeks currently. So if you're around the same time as me, or you're pregnant, regardless of what stage of pregnancy, leave me a comment down below and let me know some of the names that you are considering, boy or girl, because I just love listening to baby names. Just a quick shout out before I go. I got a lot of my inspiration. You've probably all, if you've clicked on this video, then you're probably aware of SJ, who runs the Baby Name Envy podcast. She's got her own YouTube channel, so I'll leave those details down in the description box below as well if you're looking for some name inspiration, because honestly she comes out with the best videos. She does like a baby name Monday, and her videos, she does like different themes every week for the baby names. So it'll be like whimsical boys names or like nature inspired girls names, and you can just get so much inspiration. If you'd like to come over and follow me on Instagram as well, I'll leave those details down in the description as well. I also have a video coming out next week which is a baby girl clothing haul, which I'm very excited to put that one out. It's all very cute stuff. So yeah, if you would love to see that, then just hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell and you'll be notified every time I upload. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.